If you've ever found yourself on the ground, maybe you're playing with your grandkids, playing Playmobil or Legos or something, whatever it might be, and you have a hard time getting up off the ground because your knees, your back, or something is hurting, I've got 2 simple ways that you can do to get up from the ground safely while protecting your joints. These are great, especially if you're 60, 70, or 80 years old. The first way is, so say you're pretending, or say you're on the ground playing with, your grandchild, playing Barbies or ponies or something. So maybe you're sitting like this, playing, however it might be. The first step is to get to all fours. So rotate however you need to do it to get to all fours, and pretend we don't have anything that we can grab onto. So this is unassisted. This is just, maybe you're in the middle of the living room or something. Okay, so the first step is to get to all fours. And so the first way is really going to be using a lot of quad and glute, and while protecting your knees. So the first thing is you're going to want to, you can bring your hands up to here, to your fingertips, or if you've got the mobility, first try to just get your foot up, your left foot up by your left hand, just like this. So, this is still a pretty, not too difficult move if you've got the hip flexibility. So the hip flexibility is key. Now what you're going to do is just shift your weight over to that knee. So what we're going to try to do is transfer our weight so that we're using the least amount of joint pressure as possible. So we're going to use more structural and an anatomical positioning to help you get up from the ground. So this is what it is. So now my left foot is about in line with my right knee, and my right foot is up on my toes. Now what you're going to do is place your left hand and right hand over that knee, and you're going to push off of that knee while keeping your back erect. So you're not hunching your back over like this. You're keeping it erect. Your shoulders down, so not like this. So think about stability, strong stability. So you're here and you're going to be pushing into that knee as you press up. But here's the key, before you just start trying to push up, because if you're not engaging the right muscles, then you're going to create less strength, and then the pressure might shift over to, say, your low back or improperly inside your knees, and you could hurt yourself. So here's the key. So before I even start using my muscles to stand up, I'm thinking about my quad, so my thigh muscle, because that's a big muscle group, and then my glute, so my butt muscle. So immediately I start engaging those 2 muscles on the leg that's bent, just like this. Another key point is you don't want to be too far forward, right? So my weight is evenly distributed in my foot, my knees not over my toes. It's just like this. And then keep your eyes parallel. Don't go forward, because then you're going to typically lean forward. So just like this, you're pushing off, engaging your quad and your glute, and pressing up. So I shift my weight to that left knee and press up. So right here, if you hold this position, this is a harder position, but using the quad and glute, and then quad and glute of the back leg as I press up, just like this. Now, if that exercise or that way to stand up is too difficult, but you really want to work on it, one of the things that you can do is practice going in reverse. So don't go all the way down to the ground, but you can do it by going halfway. So say you just want to work on this throughout the day, in over a month or 2 months or 3 months, you want to be able to do it. What you can do is just get in that lunge position. So get in that high position and just drop down a little bit. So you're just like this. So my body is erect. I'm not like hunching over. It's just like this, erect. And I'm coming down, pressing against my knee. My shoulders are strong. My back is straight. I'm not looking down at the ground. I'm looking kind of, just so that my cervical spine is straight. Then coming down slowly, my knees not over my toes, and then coming down just like this. So you don't need to go all the way down though. You could just go down to here and then come back up down here. So it's kind of a mini exercise as you help your body become stronger so that it could do the movement. So that's the lunge method of getting up from the ground without assistance, without a chair or a couch or something. The next one is not using a lunge. It's a slightly different method. If that's just, you can't do that exercise, maybe you don't have the quad strength, I'm going to show you another way of doing it that works as well. So say again, you're playing with your grandchild and you're on all fours. What you can do is, again, get to all fours. If you've got the hip flexibility, then what you can do is bring one leg up and then bring the other leg up like this. So you're kind of in a frog position. You're not down super low like this. This can put a lot of pressure on the knees, but you just go you're down here, you go up, and then you go up like this. So there's a key point though when you're right here is you don't want to kind of slink your body down. So the most important aspect when you're doing the two leg method, essentially the squat method of getting back up, is to keep your back tight and strong. So again, I'm here and I'm keeping my back strong. I'm not hunching over. So then when you get to here, shift your weight backwards, place one hand on one knee, the other hand on the other knee. Again, my back is straight, and push like this. So what I really want you to kind of take away from this method is don't put the pressure in your low back. So if you round your back, you're going to be putting the pressure in your low back. If you straighten your back, you're using your long muscles in your back called the erector spinae to tighten and protect your spine as you stand up. So I'm here, I shift my hands, shift my weight back a little bit, shift my hands here, and press. Keep the shoulders down, not up. Keep them down and press up like this. So it can be, both methods work as long as you do them properly. Sometimes you might not have the strength in the quad to do the lunge method, so then you can transition to the squat method to get back up. Again, protecting your back, protecting your knees, and protecting your shoulders, right? So knees not over the toes, the back straight, not kind of, hunched over, and your shoulders down. So it's a challenging way to get up. It's the safe way, but you can tell, like, I'm a little bit out of breath. I'm essentially holding these low squats and lunges. And so something to work on over time so that if you find yourself on the ground and you can't use, a couch to stand up, then what you can do is rely on your own muscle groups to help you get up. All right, so both methods work. Again, you want to make sure that your body posture is correct so that you're protecting your joints. So choose a method. You can even work on both methods. Again, even for that second method, you can practice going in reverse, down, hands, and then, drop down. So practice it. Make sure that you can stop and rewind the video just to make sure that you're getting each posture, point of the posture correctly, and use those techniques. So, well, thanks so much for joining me, Coach Todd with Feel Good Life. If you enjoy, again, learning how to protect your joints, especially as you get into 60, 70, 80 years old and beyond, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. You can even leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you and go along with you on your journey towards healthier joints.